fellas, hashtag team unit.
So for the first time that I can remember, athletes in the same city of different sports have kind of bonded.
We were the boys and we said team unit.
There it is, team unit.
I wish team unit much success. And
Follow Twitter, JP Arencibia 9. I go top cheddar and I'm single. Thanks.
One of the feel-good stories of 2011, the budding bromance between the Maple Leafs' Tyler Bozak, Colby Armstrong, and the Blue Jays' Brett Laurie and J.P. Arencibia. Bromance, right? You guys are just buddies.
Yeah, it's huge bromance.
Yeah. You know what, though? I think you're cheating.
Cheating on?
Yeah, you're cheating on those guys. You've been spotting, true or false, bromancing the Predator's Shea Weber, including walking your new French bulldog Yogi with him. Is that true?
No, that's a false statement. That is definitely. I haven't walked my dog with him,
oh.
but I've definitely hung out with the guys.
So how did hashtag Team Unit start?
Well, we just all started hanging out together, and it was something that kind of just grew. We all we started messing around different things, and then Team Unit came up, and it was something where people bought into it, and then we just started tweeting it out all the time, and it's kind of grown.
So let's sum up for people exactly what it is, right? What is it?
Well, it's a bunch of guys that we've hung out. We hang out together. We go to dinner. We have respect for each other. They come to our games.
So you're talking Leaf guys, and it's largely the four guys you talked about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we all hang out, and it's a big thing where we both admire what each other do. And we sit there and we even talk about it. We want to win. We want to bring excitement to the city, and we want to be there for them. They want to be there for us, and it's just something that they're good guys, and it's turned into a lot of support.
You turned it into a charity, right?
Yeah, well, that's the biggest thing in doing this is being able to give back, and you've never seen, for me, you see teams having guys do stuff, or teams having, this is from us, this comes from us, and we want to give back.
Right.
To the biggest thing.
So everybody asks who would do better, Colby Armstrong in baseball or you in hockey, but that's kind of silly, right? But I will ask this. Let's pick a neutral sport, and you tell me who would do better. Colby Armstrong, Tyler Bozak against you and Brett Laurie in beach volleyball.
I would have to go with me and Laurie, just because I have the upper hand, because Laurie's probably one of the most ridiculous athletes I've ever been around.
So no matter what, how about chess then? Something that a little less athletic. Because I hear he's not that smart.
I'm
kidding.
He's a good guy, but I would say I'd give chess to Bozy and Army.
Who will win a championship first, the Maple Leafs or the Blue Jays?
Well, I hope it's the Maple Leafs this year coming up.
Oh, because their season finishes, yeah.
And then ours would be so.
Look at you.
So, hey, that's the answer right there.
Sergio Santos, traded for by the Toronto Blue Jays. He was actually, in March of 2009, he was still an infielder.
He was.
And now you guys are hoping he'll be your closer, right?
Well, yeah, he's our closer.
Well, he's your closer to start, but he's got to prove that he can do it long term, right?
Yeah, and I think he will, and he's done it. He did it in Chicago, and he's got unbelievable stuff.
Define unbelievable stuff.
96 to 98 miles an hour, a fastball, an 89 mile an hour slider, and a good changeup.
Right. You faced him only once, right?
Yeah, he walked me. He threw me.
That's because of your keen eye, right?
That's because, yeah, I have just night vision.
So he's thrown 96, 98, and he was an infielder. You're a catcher. What would you top out at if you really let loose? If you really let her rip? For real?
I'd maybe touch 90. I don't know. I've never, the hardest I've thrown, and they've timed me throwing down to second, was like 87, and that was from me throwing to second. So
right, but it's a different motion too, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I'd give you 91, 92.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
So you have a T-shirt with you, right?
Yes.
And the way you raise money is you sell these T-shirts, right?
Correct.
So now this is the point. You pull the T-shirt out. We worked this out, man. Come on.
I got this shirt.
Okay.
From Mr. Bozak. You probably see him in the face-offs. He's a pretty good player.
Okay, so you're big on tweeting, right? So why don't I hold this up and you tweet it right now? So people can go to.
I need a good smile out of you.
And okay, well, if my wife's watching, she'd go, he doesn't have one. I'll go for the.
No, I'm tweeting you, but you're mid-talk here, so it's going to be a pretty funny picture.
Yeah, well, it's hard to find me not mid-talk. So you always talk about going top shelf, top cheddar, right? That's your thing. You always talk about being a hockey player. Let's see if you can do it. We set up a net. Actually, we bought you a stick as well. So you've got your own stick, because as you pointed out, you're a lefty.
That's correct.
Okay, so let's go over here and see what you can do. Because you did claim, right, top shelf?
I mean, I'll go top shelf.
Okay. Now you can't put your stick underneath it and just lift it like that, right? Let's see.
I just want you to be careful, though.
Okay, so I should be concerned standing here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that was okay. Yeah, that was okay.
That was a top shelfer right there.
That was top shelf. Now a little stick handling too.
What do you want me to do?
Well, that would be stick handling right there.
And then give it to him.
No,
Got it. That's
no,
five hole.
that was
five
lame.
hole.
No, that was lame. Seriously.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But maybe a little backhand.
Still pretty lame. You got to raise it.
Well, how about I just take it full
How about
swing
you? Okay. Thank you for doing this. And again, if people want to donate and buy a T-shirt, they can do it at Real Sports in Toronto, and also go to your website, which is
teamunitstore.com.
Take a shot. Come on, take a shot. Take a shot. Oh yeah, yeah, Laurie. I blocked it. No pass ball here.
You almost got one off. You're not wearing a cup. You gotta be careful.
Thanks. Up next, it's the gold from OT Archive.